All right, it's the Rundown. It's brought to you by Absolut America for the summer. They got a new limited edition bottle out with this red, white, and blue. Nice little piece of Americana while you get your drink on. And they're teaming up with America the Beautiful. To keep America beautiful, what's it called? Yeah. So they're donating $1 for every bottle, every time you share a photo of a bottle. So go buy it at your barbecues this weekend. Post a picture with you and your friends. Use hashtag Absolut America, and they will donate $1 for every time people use the hashtag to keep this great nation gorgeous.
It's an absolute unit, Kevin.
I love it. We start.
Like
we got.
tweet?
Huh?
With the viral tweet?
Nailed it.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. You were pretty on top of stuff.
We got the front man from the biggest fucking from the biggest punk band in the world.
So,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The new single is
Austin Matthews' best friend right here.
The new single, My Real Girlfriend, is probably the best song I've heard in like 10 years.
Yo, it's like,
It's
it's also
so
just
fucking
inspired me to go like
Me too.
I've just been doing punk rock.
Me too.
Like, since.
I went down
Just-
such a fucking deep rabbit hole on all that
Like what
shit.
kind of stuff?
I was just doing like Blink-182.
That's what I'm on right now.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't going like deep. I was going like Blink-182. And then even me and Coley were talking on radio yesterday. I think like kind of there's a breakdown part of My Real Girlfriend that sounds very Mighty Mighty Boss Tones-esque.
Yeah.
Like if you just threw some like some horns in there, I think you'd have a little ska vibe to it.
Love it.
So I was listening to that.
It was, yo, that guy,
Did some ska,
PFT,
did some screamo.
Yeah, it's everything, bro. We have every genre. But PFT is such a fucking whiz with the guitar. It's like, it's incredible. He just puts he is the fulcrum around which we all fucking bend.
When you
That makes sense
when
too,
you lose it, though,
because PFT's like that's his favorite band is Mighty
Mighty Boss Tones, that little breakdown
Yeah.
part really makes sense.
The guitar he's using in the video, it's over there. He's got a Boss Tones sticker inside.
Mm-hmm. When you like lose it, it's so good.
Bro, it's
That
such a
part of
beautiful
the
video.
verse.
But now like that song is good enough that we're like scrapping old songs that we had, and it's like we need like heat
Originals,
now.
yeah,
We
yeah,
need
you set the bar too
heat.
high.
Yeah, it's like we should have fucking done more shitty stuff. We were in the right vein with the first two. It's like, we got
Are
broken.
tickets on sale?
Tickets go on sale on Wednesday, so it's $20 a ticket. It should be a wild time.
That's gonna sell
It's
out.
gonna be,
Fucking hard.
dude. Rone was like we were talking about yesterday, and Rone is apparently an idiot because he's scared
no, he's
that people
dumb.
aren't gonna go. And I'm like, it's gonna be sold out in a
Well,
fucking
let me say
minute.
this. We discussed when you guys just had the one song. I was like, this might be a bit much to put on a concert when you just have this one song. But then, since then, you guys like learned all the covers. You put out at least you have another one in the works. If you have a handful of songs and can do covers, you're gonna put on a fucking show.
But he was like, it's not even. He's like, it's not like the blackout tour where like people are gonna be drunk and like fucking in the crowd. I'm like, oh buddy.
I don't know.
You don't think people are gonna be fingering their girlfriend in the crowd when that song's on, bro? Get out of here.
I'm going to be.
If we get some
There's no
14-year-olds out, maybe if we get our target demo, maybe they can nail it. It's the hottest song, honestly, since the Will Smith song that came out.
Oh, we'll be
yesterday as
talking
well.
about that as well. We got to
get
start
into it.
first with the Capitals. They are on to the Stanley Cup, first time in 20 years. I think just the second time ever as a franchise.
I'm pumped.
Yeah, me too.
I
was
love
happy for that.
Ovechkin.
I'm pumped.
Fucking love Ovechkin.
And they just smoked them. Like it was never in doubt really. So they kind of got the monkey off their back to just get there at least. But the real story is what was going on in the stands. Nate getting slapped upside the head and then giving the shrug to the camera. I think that might be the best piece of footage we've ever gotten from sending one of our guys to a game.
yeah,
And that's
probably.
that's high
the best
praise,
since
but
Dan,
I mean,
since like Detroit Don
yes,
and the
yeah,
Hail Mary
yes,
or whatever.
agreed.
right. I
Like,
forgot about that.
I don't know. I'm actually.
It's a stunner, an absolute stunner. Hashtag Absolut America. That no one in the real world has just murdered Nate.
Because it was so obnoxious what he was doing.
And that's
listen,
like, but he's like
he's
that
at
all
a
the time.
game. He's
Yeah.
cheering
And it's
for
like-
his fucking team going in the cup.
No,
Like,
he was like trying to be like, fuck you, fuck, like, it's, and I don't even mean just at games.
was
I mean on the
obnoxious, but-
subway.
Yeah.
I mean in line at a restaurant.
Here?
No, here like, he's kind of become like the spider monkey character.
Yeah.
That works here.
Not anywhere
Being
else.
a bald twerp who is annoying
Oh, you're
everybody
wrong for that.
in public
You're wrong
is
for that.
not acceptable, and Nate just does it.
I mean, that dude.
He
was not
snatched the
standing
hat.
for
Do you
it.
think that when he snatched the hat off, it was to expose Nate's
the
head, or
balls.
was it just to get a clean
Well,
slap
here's
on
what
it?
happened. I think that guy marched down there being like, I'm gonna fucking kill this guy. And then he saw someone filming it and just cooler heads prevailed. Like, I can't just be beating up this person in public.
Move it a little bit.
but I got to do something because I marched down here.
Right,
So I think it was a hat snatch, but then it was like, but that's not enough. And then because it was like, it just like skimmed the top of his head.
He was like skipping a rock.
And then he just went right back to his seat.
That was so great too. Like Nate was
nobody
just talking
moves.
about slapping people
Yeah,
last
he was.
last time when he was sitting here. He was talking
What was
about
he
like
saying?
he likes to slap and he slaps his hand like all fucking weird.
It's like that person just deserves to be slapped.
Yeah.
Like, well, speaking of people who deserve to be slapped.
What do you
And
do
I mean,
if-
nobody even moved to
Yeah,
nobody
if
in
you're
the crew.
with Nate, what
Yeah.
do you do? Are you supposed to?
Oh, buddy. I'm laughing. I'm like, hit him
High-fiving
again.
him.
Do it again.
Give another one.
You think
Like,
I'm
PFT
sticking
was
up
just
for
like-
Nate?
PFT just did like a look over the shoulder, like
Who was it? Buddha Ben that shot that?
it had to be, right?
He
That
shot
was
it
the
like a
guy down
nature.
there. Yeah.
He was just fucking.
Listen,
getting
you
busy.
You want to like rub it in when you just eliminated somebody from the cup in 7 games, like you're gonna.
The threshold for like a friend I'd stick up for and fight
Oh,
is so high.
so
I have like it's like my mom and
That's like it.
probably
If you're like in a bar being an asshole and someone wants to like throw hands, like yeah, man, he was being an asshole. Go ahead.
He's been
Hey,
screaming
listen,
the entire game.
I hope my buddy wins the fight, but like I'm not gonna help him.
I don't know.
And even that.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to make fun
You
of
also have to be pretty soft and pretty triggered to let someone actually get under your skin to the point where you
Well,
want
that's
to do something.
that's what I'm
physical.
saying. Like I mean, I'm still kind of on Nate's side because I don't think anybody, no matter what's going on, should be fucking fighting at a sporting event.
Nah, you can earn it, and Nate earned it.
Did he? I mean, there's
It
one
was-
clip of him turning around.
No,
that's it.
I've been told it was happening all game.
All game.
And the
It
blog
was-
said that it was just the entire time he would go like a "Let's go Caps" and they would get a "Let's go Bolt." The entire stadium would respond just to him, like
I'd see-
18,000
I like
people
that.
to him.
That's cool. But
Yeah.
like, we've said it a million times. Like if you wear opposing, like when I've gone to games, I went to a goddamn Montreal Canadiens, Boston Bruins.
Dressed as a bear,
I was
right?
dressed as a bear. I was wearing a full bear costume, not even like a cheap one, like an expensive bear costume, and it's a Dano Chara jersey. And the first fucking thing I did when I sat down was joke around with the people next to me. So I
it's
knew
for the
like if
gag,
there's some
yeah.
unruly guy behind me, you guys are gonna be like, hey, he's not a bad guy. Stick up for him.
yeah.
So I'm just like sitting there like with a bear head on, being like, hey, I'm just fucking around, right? Like,
And I can guarantee you, Nate did not do that.
no, Nate did it, and so like yeah, he deserved to get stabbed.
I was at a Phillies-Dodgers game last year in Los Angeles, and a guy, I was whooping it up for the Phillies, and a guy came down and on purpose stepped on my foot.
Ooh,
Very
some Mark-ass trick
ostentatiously.
stepped on my sneakers.
The guy came around and stepped on my sneaker to give it, but I think I kind of deserved it because I was
Yeah,
whooping it up.
and that's also like, yeah.
I went to a Philadelphia 76ers playoff game and left there a king.
Because you were with a king who was giving you protection the entire time. I told everybody,
That's what it must have been.
don't touch him, he's blessed. He's a
That's what it had to have been. Thank you for your protection.
scary terror
A true
shirt.
friend.
Speaking of the NBA, the Celtics pushing the Cavs to the brink here. A pretty handily beat the Cavs last night. Cavs turned the ball over like 65,000 times.
Jason Tatum's like the best defensive player in the NBA right now.
Apparently, yeah.
Like
I
he was
mean,
blocking people, stealing every fucking pass that was coming through. Jason Tatum looks
Yeah.
fucking incredible, and it makes
Yeah.
me very sad.
I just feel like these guys are young, they're rookies. Like, I don't know, you gotta fucking push them around or something. Make them uncomfortable. They look like they've been veterans playing for like 10 years.
The key to sometimes like when you're just too young and dumb
You
to
don't
understand.
even care what's going
Yeah,
on.
they're just
Pressure,
loaded up
like
with
whatever.
cum. They just have so much fucking testosterone.
Yeah.
They're just jizzing, fucking launching themselves. I
As
think
a Sixers fan, are you like, fuck, this could have been us?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
furious because I think we're a Jason Tatum away. Like if Jason Tatum was on our team, like you subtract him from the Celtics and add him to the Sixers, like that could have been the difference in that series. But I mean, the Celtics, like you said, are just too athletic. They're too young. The only person on the Cavs that it was even countering them was Larry Nance. Like LeBron was fucking
Yeah.
tired. Larry Nance was sitting out for most of the game. Like they just can't run with him. They can't compete with him.
I think
They're not
LeBron's gassed too. Like, I mean, it's crazy that when you, I actually didn't catch much of the game, so I was catching up through highlights and box score, and you see LeBron in the 20s, like a 28-point game is like not even remotely close enough.
No.
He needs to be dropping 40. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, that ain't gonna cut it.
I still think
that's wild.
they need to do it in 6 though. They need to win in Cleveland.
You think if it goes 7, they're in trouble?
I just think if it goes 7, LeBron's going to LeBron.
He looks so good coming off the long rest, but now they're on
Yeah,
the every other
everything,
game.
yep.
Like he might not be able to. I don't know if is he too old to be able to like snap back? Does he not have the elasticity that he had?
Well, it's crazy. I mean, it's like he probably is too old to put up 40 a game in a 7-game series. It's like he should be too old to even do what he's doing, like 26, 10, and 5. But the fact that he's even doing that is remarkable. To ask
He's
a guy
only
in his
34, right?
15 seasons, you play every time. If you're in the playoffs every year, you're playing like 100-something games a season. It's not really about age; it's about miles.
Yeah.
So
He's a lot of
that's
miles
tough.
on him.
15 miles, 15 years with how much he's been
But
playing.
he also doesn't really have any supporting cast, and their entire team is like working almost equally balanced throughout the entire game. Like everybody else on the Cavs, there's no one who can step up. They all like defer in the moment, and like Jordan Clarkson's not going to do it for you. Like none of these guys really have the. I mean, Kyle Korver's a good player, but like he kind of fits into a role on their team rather than being like a full second guy.
It's a perfect little segue from my man Rone.
Was it clear I didn't watch the game?
No, you could have got away with it.
You
Well,
could've
I have an excuse why I didn't watch. We'll talk about that in the after show.
Oh, okay.
I was busy.
You were
last
somewhere
night.
last night.
Yeah.
Somewhere big.
The Carmelo Anthony decline has just been a sad one to watch. Although, I mean, I think that decline started many years ago. I mean, I thought his stint with the Knicks was pretty poor all around. But to see him now on OKC, a shell of himself, getting trolled on the internet is just ugly. There was somebody posted on Instagram a picture and a caption saying, because they were both in the same draft class, Korver and Melo, saying 15 years later, who would have thought that NBA star than Carmelo Anthony? Carmelo just starts commenting. Like he commented, wow, then he commented crying face emojis, then he commented, boy, I had to comment on this one. Coley, it was
fuck
ugly.
out of here.
And then a fuck out of here, yeah. Or like a direct reply to a comment, fuck out of here.
He's more of, I mean, Carmelo obviously isn't what he used to be, but also the NBA isn't what it used to be. Like, he is less of a useful player in today's NBA, and Kyle Korver is more of a useful player in today's
Facts.
NBA. They have gone different ways on their trajectories. Like, he's not he's not
Smart,
like,
man. That was good.
But I mean, you can't play that. You can't be Carmelo when you're not in your prime. When you're a black hole with the ball in your prime, it's one thing because you can go off for 62 like he did. But now it's like, dude, you're slow, you're old, you don't care, you don't play D, and when you do get the ball, you ain't doing shit with it.
Yeah, you just pound the rock for 15 seconds. Like, it's like you can't do that anymore.
Like, just retire, no?
And he just looks shaky.
Why
commenting.
retire? Someone wants
He's
to keep
got money
paying
coming his
$18
way.
million
Well,
a year.
when you're this triggered by it, like if you, listen, if you don't care about your legacy and you just want money and shit, fine. But this is a dude who has always wanted to be like considered an all-time great, and the more he
I
plays,
think Carmelo Anthony exists. So if for a casual, not really basketball fan, Carmelo Anthony, for all intents and purposes, doesn't.
So it's like
That's
at
the
this
greatest
point-
Olympian of all time, Jonathan.
What's that?
Please show some respect.
The greatest Olympian.
Oh, yeah.
3 gold medals.
Is that what
I
you
mean,
think?
if he goes back to the Olympics, he'll probably be a stud again.
Be
He'll come
incredible.
home with a gold. But
I have a hard time just fully disagreeing with him, though.
what do you mean?
You're saying he's better than Kyle Korver?
Yeah, that's my hot take of the day. Yeah, he's still better than Kyle Korver.
But he doesn't, like, he couldn't fit on the Cavs and
The
help
Cavs-
the Cavs as
the
much
Cavs-
as Kyle Korver can help the Cavs.
He wasn't very helpful last night.
But, I mean, in the grand scheme of things.
He was
like,
good for 2 games, yeah.
Right, he's like helped them
it's a
win
hot-
Carmelo
playoff
Anthony
games.
would be
It's a
good
hot
for
Twitter take.
0 games.
Right.
Listen,
This year.
most of the Cavs are good
He
for
would
0
be
games,
useless.
but they
like
need.
I would rather have Kyle Korver who can go off for 5 threes in a big spot.
Yeah, but he also needs to get plays run for him. Melo will just stand there for sure, but he will still go get 15 by himself. JR's not doing that. Like, the Cavs would benefit not from his contract, but from having that husk of a human being out there named Carmelo Anthony. And you were
stinks.
talking no defense. Like, Korver had those 2 blocks on Juice in Game 4, but other than that, he's been exposed. Like, part of the reason why they're down 3-2.
and Carmelo's going to D up?
I'm not saying he would, but
Because he could, because he wouldn't.
right. But you're saying like he stinks at defense. So does Kyle Korver.
Yes.
Like, Kyle Korver cannot defend.
Yes. Yeah, there's no debating that. Basically, like, I think you could use a shooter more than Carmelo.
Right, but Melo can also create his own shot, which Korver can't. So which I think would be more beneficial to the Cavs.
It just takes too
The
long.
fact that this is
though.
even a debate is kind of the point, though.
There was a debate like 3 years when the Hawks were really good. There was a debate who was better between Kyle Korver and Kyrie Irving. That was a real thing, not an Instagram meme account did. Like, actual human beings with brains in their heads.
But even
So
for
I
just
don't
they were
know.
both in the 2003 draft class. One's a 3rd overall pick, one's picked in the 50s. Like, it's like, I mean, it's
Yeah,
a
I
win
mean-
for Kyle Korver to be in this
So
conversation.
Dirk's better than everyone from the '98 draft. Like, it is a weird. It's a weird
Kind
take.
of. Except for Vince Carter's.
He probably is, right?
He's definitely up there,
I mean,
yeah.
it's-
But I'm just saying, like, if you're the last from
Just
your draft
longevity,
class,
yeah.
like, that makes you the best. Like, that's weird.
Speaking
Shout out
of,
Melo. I'll still love
speaking
Melo.
of the best, and having a career for years and years and years. Will Smith is back. Big Willie style, back in the booth. He drops this verse, just flexing on pretty much everybody.
It's 20 years of swag y'all just witnessed. Let me remind everybody who Will Smith is. Rappers make it rain. Let they money hit you if I throw my money up. Shit, I'll probably kill a stripper. The illest, realest, Big Willis. Down with the man in charge of what Uncle Phil is. Everybody wanna do Will Smith numbers. I don't know if your life got that many summers. I got inspired. Quickly I unretired. The Fresh Prince just rewired and slightly to modern fire. But still, people dancing and shaking and moving and wailing. It feel like I'm an alien. Really, kind of an island. I might fly to China for nothing. Find a designer. Pictures in my crib with me, my mama, and Obama. Murder all over the globe. Guilty, Your Honor. I'ma become a Mormon. Marry an Halle, Rihanna. I'm an anomaly. Do drama or comedy. I could play Muhammad Ali or a white lady. Probably still. 20 years of swag, y'all just witness. Stop the divorce rumors and mind y'all damn business. Rebirth for the click track. Ridiculous. What I charge for a feature? Man, that's expensive. Cause y'all be doing features. I be doing features. So many tickets to theater need bleachers. More information from me than from most teachers. More inspiration from me than from most preachers. But wait, truly. Just for the record, directors make movies, I make directors. Y'all dinner table, what y'all learned today. My dinner table, what y'all earned today. The real life Incredibles, last name Smith. Jada, Jaden, Willow, Trace. Y'all ain't with my clique.
Talking about how fucking rich he is, how successful he is. Rone, you are a rapper.
Yo, do you
Your
think
thoughts on Big
Do you
Willie?
think he's having a midlife crisis or something? Like, why is he coming back to rap and Instagram and everything
Well,
right now?
yeah, I mean, what he did with Instagram was
But he's
good.
awesome at it.
He's the best person at Instagram.
Yeah.
When he
And he
did
needed
La
that, 'cause
Bamba,
he was
that
very-
was so awesome.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, was in
yeah.
the car singing
Yeah,
along?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. He's like,
See,
he knows like every fucking word. I didn't know there were other words besides
la 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 bamba. He needed that because he got so weird with the Scientology and shit. All
Yes.
his movies were bombing.
Yes.
We needed
His
some
family
likable
was
Will
weird.
Smith. Yeah.
I think now he's just like, my kids are grown up. Like, fuck it, I can just do whatever the fuck I want
Yes.
now. I can just
Yes.
go rap, make records again, be on yachts with Pitbull or whatever the fuck he's doing in Miami. Yo, the lyrics of the song are sick. He's like got old man like bars where he like said, what does he say? If he threw his money up, he would like kill a stripper.
Kill a stripper.
He would
buddy.
kill a
If I
stripper.
ran
when
a stripper, I'd
when he
kill
was
her.
like, directors make movies and I make directors.
That's so
You talk about your features. I make features.
Like, no one has ever
everything
been
was-
able to rap like and say those lines before. That's only true about Will
mean
Smith.
it. And mean it.
Yeah,
like
it's
most
only
rappers will
true.
say shit, but it's like, yeah, you got an advance and a little bit of money.
Yeah,
Will
you
Smith,
have
like,
a Lamborghini.
runs, yeah, that you
you're
rent.
wearing Gucci. Will Smith's like, dude, I'll fucking get Obama and I'll go to China and start a designer line.
That's so
Yeah,
fucking
he is-
sick. He's 49 years old right now. I really think this is his midlife crisis. I think he's going to be kicking till at least 98, like making fire-ass content.
If you're in Scientology, you might never die.
Yeah, Will Smith has a good 50 years left. Yo, he
How,
definitely
no,
does.
as a rapper, I feel like most people's reaction probably in the rap community is like, this is trash, this is lame.
I think that he is falling into like a Bruno Mars, like pop rap type of
Yeah.
circle. Like I think it's like
That's
almost
kind of always
the
what he was
Pitbull,
in a way.
Flow Rida.
Yeah,
No one was ever taking
Dude,
him
and
seriously.
by the
Big
way,
Willie
like-
style was like a pop.
What do you mean no one's taking it seriously? Big Willie style went 9 times platinum.
But like
Yeah.
as a pop artist.
yeah,
I'm saying,
yeah, but that's
like
and,
in
like,
the world
it was
of rap where there's battle raps and there's fucking egos and everyone's like, who's got the hardest bars? No one was ever saying Will Smith.
No. And
But-
I remember as a kid, it was like embarrassing to say that. Like I remember as a kid when like
Getting jiggy
it
with
was
it.
what's the one with Jermaine Dupri and Jay-Z song?
Money anything?
It was Money Ain't a Thing, and like everyone loved that song, and I would always like quietly sit in the back of the bus with like, and welcome to Miami, and bienvenido a Miami. Like,
Listen, his
dude,
radio
he had
hits are
fire.
undeniable.
It was
Okay.
fire.
Miami, fire. Wiki Wild Wild West, fire.
No, that
Men,
one stunk.
Men in Black, fire.
But you
Getting
still
jiggy
know
with
every
it,
word
fire.
to Wiki
Just
Wild
the two
Wild
of us,
West.
fire. Like he has some haters under his belt.
Yeah, no doubt.
If he comes out with a rap album, there'll be 3 or 4 songs on the radio. I'm sure of it.
Of course.
There's no doubt
And
in
it'll
my
go
mind.
at least a couple times platinum.
And I
Is that
think-
what he's doing, by the way? Do we know?
I don't know. I mean, if he's dropping one, he might as well drop several. But he's in the circles as Diddy and like Jay-Z and everything like that. So like people inherently have to respect. Like everybody still watches Fresh Prince. They have to respect it.
Dude, today we saw that went 9 times platinum. The most Jay-Z's ever gone is 5 times platinum.
Really?
Basically,
I
like
mean, he was
doubled up Hova.
It's crazy. He's such a bigger star. I mean, the things that he's done. I don't
He's the
think there's-
biggest star. He's got to be one of the biggest stars like ever in history.
Oh,
ever be a star.
absolutely.
Yeah. Especially
Dominated TV,
multi-genre.
movies, and music.
the person that's even
There's nothing
close-
left. You can't be bigger than that.
Like Donald Glover maybe is
Yeah,
on the
and-
trajectory to do something like
And,
that.
like, I don't think he's doing it on that scale.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
he's popular, but he's not
And
9
also,
times
Donald
platinum
Glover's
popular.
old. Like,
Is
he's 34. I think people look at him like he's 18.
'cause he's
34.
just, like,
He's
new
a
to the scene.
34-year-old.
That is true. By the time Will Smith was 34, he was probably like 20 blockbusters.
He was like retiring at 40, 34. Like, I'm good.
34 was like, that was like Men in Black probably, right? 15
Yeah.
years ago?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess Donald Glover doesn't really. I mean, Star Wars kind of, but not at that
Listen,
scale.
he's a
Not
big
at
time
that
triple
magnitude.
threat too, but Will
Not
Smith
like
is
not
one of
like
the
Will
all-time.
Smith's the god.
Yeah.
He's the god.
Morgan Freeman.
Not
He's-
the god.
he's not the
He's
god.
a god. A lot of people saw him as god, but he just came back
Not
down to earth
anymore. Another one bites the dust. Conduct, sexual misconduct, inappropriate behavior, whatever tag you want to put it on it. He is a big time creep.
today. Wanted to see up girls' skirts, like trying to pull up girls' skirts on set. Who
Lifting
didn't
him up,
want it.
like, are you wearing underwear? Let me lift your skirt.
Kind of weird. Kind
He-
of creepy.
He went up to a pregnant girl. He said, "You look ripe, and I wish you were there when you got pregnant."
Does Morgan Freeman there, does he mean he wishes he was part of the conception, or does he mean he wishes he was just like jerking in the corner?
Either way, not great.
Yeah.
Not great.
Does he mean ripe, like she's ready to like give birth, or
Or
like?
like ripe to like he wants to
has-
fuck up. Yeah.
It's crazy and it's
not
disgusting.
good.
And it might be. Should we have known something with the two hoop earrings?
Yes.
Is that on
yes,
us for not
without-
red
knowing?
flag.
This guy's
Big
been
red
wearing
flag.
2 hoop earrings for his entire life.
Yeah.
We should have had at least an eye on that.
Yeah, that's a big pre-crime move.
We
for,
might need
like,
to put
flagging-
everybody with 2 hoop earrings in an internment camp and just like seclude
At
them
least
from
like
society.
surveillance. At least at the very least.
Put them on
keep
a
an eye on 'em.
registry and
Yeah, yeah.
make sure we have an eye on them. A no-fly list maybe.
This is apparently Alan Arkin. There was a set on the set. There was like 3 old guys. It was like him, Alan Arkin, and one other like big-time old movie star. He like yelled at him. He was like, "Stop! Cut it out! Like stop creeping those girls out."
Like
Yeah.
if an old white dude is yelling at
Yeah.
you, like, "Hey, you're being a little too saucy with that lady."
On the
like,
set of this movie here,
some
like-
70-year-old dude is telling you that, like, you're fucking crossing
He's
the
got
line,
his own
bud.
skeletons for sure.
Dude.
And he's like, "Calm down."
Yo, did you see the that Brad Pitt like confronted Harvey
Yeah.
Weinstein too or some shit?
I mean,
He like
He
he said he
threw
was
him-
gonna
here's the
kill him
thing,
or
like,
Threw him
something.
against the wall and
everybody-
said, "If you make her feel uncomfortable again, I'll fucking kill you."
wow.
Savage.
During like this is old.
Yeah, he was dating Gwyneth Paltrow, and Paltrow was on
Oh, yeah, she was
Howard
a
Stern
big-
this morning.
yeah.
And she said that, and she was like gushing over it. Brad Pitt's the fucking man.
Yeah, he is
just
such a
he's like the
legend.
absolute best. But you know what? He's probably got his own skeletons. The whole thing is like.
I don't talk out of school. Come
Well,
on.
I mean, didn't he, like-
Brad Pitt's the fucking
I mean,
best.
the
He's never
skeletons
done
are already
anything.
out. Didn't he like beat his kid?
He like smacked his kid or something
Yeah.
on a private jet or something.
Yeah, we smack a kid, whatever.
Yeah, no big deal. Brad Pitt.
Oh, wow, my
Discipline
dad
his
never
kid.
slapped me. You ever get slapped once? Come on.
Oh,
There's
man,
a
Nate.
difference between like
The guy was probably a Cats
between like
fan.
abusing a child and being like, "Hey, stop being a fucking idiot."
Anyway, with Morgan Freeman, it's like, I'll tell you what, having like a 50-year career is not a good thing. You got to check out eventually because the longer you're around, like Morgan Freeman, if he was dead, it would have been much better.
With these people too, do you think like every single day, like like I think about it like back in the day when I didn't have any money at all, and I still don't have a lot, but I can afford to pay my bills now, and like I would like just hide from like the tax. I'd hide from like the cable company. But, like, look, if I don't answer
Still
the call,
doing that.
they'll probably never turn the cable off.
Easy Pass?
They do eventually.
Easy Pass has been tracking me down. I ain't paying that.
but like and like every day it's like I kind of hide from it, but like I have this overwhelming feeling like they're gonna get me.
Oh, they
Like,
all, I'm sure all
Don't
of
like
Hollywood.
isn't
There has
every
to be some
single
people
day
who are
must
waiting
be
on the other
terrible?
When you know
job.
you've done that shit,
Yes.
I'm sure you're walking around like just fucking here.
Yeah.
Who was the one guy? Somebody came out like proactively. Someone like a decent name was like, "Yep."
Like, I did it.
And
Let
the
me
name
just
kind
get
of
this.
worked because I
I was
can't
gonna say,
remember
yeah,
his
hell of
name.
a job by him
Yeah.
because who the fuck knows who it was?
Yeah, we don't know who he was.
Like
but
Andy
I'm
Pettit with the steroids.
Yeah.
No one brings up Andy Pettit in steroid conversation.
like,
He-
I
he-
did it. What of it?
Yeah. But he is a true. Like everyone thought he was like your grandpa with a funny voice and a great voice and.
Now he's just a roastable character for all of time.
I mean, he looks like a California raisin. Like he should have his face and his earrings. We should be surprised by this.
Yeah, we can't be. But he's got to be. I mean, you're rich and you're old. Like, just go to a swingers bar, fucking
Yeah,
find
do
some-
it like openly.
Yeah, just like
go
go-
find other creeps to live amongst.
Exactly.
Didn't like one of the movie theaters or studios like tell the women on set like
Don't dress like
this
don't wear anything when
or
around them.
Morgan's gonna try and finger you? Like that's a little much, dude.
CNN interviewed 16 people about this. 8 were victims, 8 were witnesses. Batting 100% for like proving this.
Yeah.
Not good.
That's, I mean, yeah,
And
not good is a
that's
good
probably
way
the
to put
tip
it.
of the iceberg. That's going to get ugly. The NFL is, fucking everything up once again. They stir up their own controversy with this half-assed new rule. Nobody's happy. This didn't make anybody happy.
It's so perfect NFL, though.
Yeah.
Like, we're just going to piss off everybody.
Everybody.
We're going to do the worst possible solution for this. Stay in the locker room. Like, fans are mad because they're still going to
They
be doing
still
it.
think that people are disrespecting.
Yeah.
The players aren't happy because they think that this is like a cowardly move. I still think that like you're gonna have guys in the locker room who are like taking pictures while taking a knee, or like you're still gonna see people disrespecting the flag, if that's what you want to call it.
The
Which
Eagles
it's
owner,
very clearly not.
Yeah, it's
the
a
Eagles
form of
owner
protest.
came out saying like he doesn't care if the players do it. The 49ers owner said that.
The Jets owner says
Jets
they'll pay
owner
the
said
fine.
it.
Yep.
So it seems like all these owners are like acting like, oh yeah, we're on the players' side,
Yeah,
but they also signed off with the.
Yeah, it was a unanimous vote. So
Right.
why the fuck are you telling the public now?
Yes, money,
Like,
man.
we'll...
If you think this affects sponsors and ticket sales, that's all that they care about.
Yeah.
That's all this is. It's like to them, it's money. And to be honest, like.
This is not going to help ticket sales though.
No, I mean it was enough knuckleheads calling into like sports radio this morning here in New York, being like, I didn't watch a game last year, but this year I bought tickets for me and my son, and now I'm going to throw them out and I'm not going again. So I don't know. The only thing I do think was smart. People were like, why did the NFL like do this to themselves? Like this issue was dead. They brought it back up. This issue was not dead. When week 1 came about, people were going to be like, what's going to happen? What's going on? So I almost think it's smart, at least to get this up now, because maybe by September everyone will like kind of softened on it. But
I think
come up
that
with something
collusion
better.
suit is going to wind up fucking the NFL.
Yeah,
that a
that could be
Kaepernick
bad.
and a
You
Reed,
see
those
that
guys
shit
can't
that
get.
like they hired a Washington D.C. consultant to do a study, like survey of America, figuring out if Colin Kaepernick should be employed. And they're like, why the fuck would they do that if they didn't actually care, if it's not collusion or whatever? And they're like looking through like emails and shit. It's
Not good.
Oh, those! I think both, all those guys. I mean, especially those two, Reed and Kaepernick. I think are going to get paid by the NFL like within like 5 or 6 years. I think it's going to be a big payout because they're getting fucked over.
It's just crazy how this is just the NFL now. This is the story that everyone's talking about.
Yeah.
No one's talking about the players. No one's talking about like the Eagles. No one's talking about the sport. Is just this and police brutality and like all this shit that's just like
It's so
this
whack.
is not what fucking
It's so
football's
fucking
about.
garbage, bro. It's so
Yeah,
shitty that we're fucking. It's a headline that we care about this shit, bro. It's so fucking terrible. It's trash. It like makes people on both sides so fucking angry. It's like you're more angry
why don't you
about
stop
this.
playing the national anthem?
Yeah, I mean that would
Like,
be.
why do you like? I was at my sister's graduation the other day. They played the national anthem before college graduation. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
Why do you have to play the national anthem before? Like, we have a congregation of Americans. We must play the national
But the
anthem.
problem is if you stop it now, it's almost the same thing. It's like running and hiding. Like,
Yeah,
we're
but
not
like
even gonna
we
give you
say
the
that,
chance
like
to-
it didn't start until 2009.
Yeah.
It was like in 2009 when the military paid the NFL is when like the players had to be out there.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
before that, it wasn't an issue.
It's crazy, and it's also crazy.
How
for-
much do you think that Roger Goodell and some of these guys just sit around being like, fuck Colin Kaepernick, God damn it, like you asshole.
It's insane.
Last night, Barstool took a big L.
big L.
We did not win some bootleg award.
Nope.
You look great though. I'll tell
You
you,
did,
what.
you look
boy.
sharp.
One of the things you're best at is dressing up, and you dressed up to the nines.
It was
Thank
a
you very
W
much.
for you personally, and that's all that matters, baby.
Yeah, right. I
We-
got like fucking crazy Instagram likes.
We were up.
Suck I take fucking Sports Business Journal.
Sports Business Journal. We were
Or
up
Sports
for
Business Daily, I
the
forget what it was. Sports Business something.
breakthrough sports performance of the year. We lost to the Mercedes-Benz Stadium because they lowered the prices of their hot dogs.
It was.
What
it was-
category is that? What is that?
Sports
It was,
breakthrough, man.
it was us, and then it was Kobe Bryant.
Heard
Would
of
have been okay losing to him.
Heard of
For
it?
what? For his movie?
Yeah, he won an Oscar and a Grammy this year, I think, right?
Yeah,
And he
he's-
couldn't win this one, huh?
No, didn't get this one.
hot dogs beat you.
Overwatch,
America loves cheap hot dogs.
which is like esports, which I would have been fine losing to because like
It's hot in the
I don't know,
streets.
esports are huge. The Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp, I don't know what they were up for. I mean, they were up for our award. I don't know why. And then I was like, whatever, I'll lose to them just because they have a funny name. And then it was fucking.
They lowered their
thing
prices
that
of
pissed me
hot
off the
dogs from
most-
$8 to $4, and they won an award for it.
What pissed
Oh,
me
I
off the
didn't do any
most was
ads.
that
I
he
forgot
had.
all the ads.
Hit an ad real quick.
Yeah, yo, this is brought to you by SeatGeek. Get $10 off your first purchase when you go download the free SeatGeek app. You go to settings, add a promo code, enter the code Rundown, and you can get a guaranteed ticket at the lowest price possible with $10 off. You want to go to the NFL this year, you want to see the anthem, you want to go see whatever.
The Caps.
You go see the
against
Caps
Knights.
you can go see the Caps in the Cup, the Celtics in the finals. You can go see your favorite comedian, your favorite band. Maybe some Pup Punk will be on the secondary market. I guarantee that. I guarantee that people will be getting their tickets to Pup Punk off of SeatGeek, which is like the ultimate, right? When you're on the secondary market,
Yeah, that's
when you know
big.
you're
I'm like
pupping.
Taylor Swift. I'm like Katy Perry.
Exactly. So download the free SeatGeek app, settings, promo code Rundown. So you are there, Barstool table.
Wait, but what annoyed me the most about this guy, about this Mercedes people winning, is I think it was Mercedes CEO who gave the speech. He went up there with a prepared statement.
So he knew.
He like,
yeah.
even
That's cocky.
like while
That's
they were
cocky.
doing the nominees, Erica was like, "What should I say if we win?" Like we didn't think we were gonna win, but then she kind of panicked last minute. She's like, "Wait, what should I say just in case?" And then this dude went up there like, it's like I knocked $2 off an overpriced hot dog, and I better have my speech ready for when I win an award for this.
Cocky,
Get the
man.
fuck out of here.
Yo,
No, how do
America
they-
loves hot dogs.
How do they afford to do that though? Like, how can they afford cheaper hot dogs? What are they putting into the hot dogs that's making that shit cheaper? It's
Now you're
already
woke.
garbage that's going into hot dogs. It's
Now
already
you're woke.
pink slime or whatever. Like, what are they doing to cut money off of that? Are we eating the feathers and the fucking bones now? Like, what is going into hot dogs?
That
these
could be the
days?
worst hot dog. You're gonna see. I bet you they revoke this award when you see that there's like people getting sick and shit like that from the Mercedes.
Like human hot dogs.
Yeah,
Well, there's,
They
like,
probably eat
Mercedes
human fingers.
parts.
Human hot-
Don't they always say that there's like they say like there's a human finger, like one every 100 hot dogs or something like that. You're
Yes.
eating human fingers.
Is the actual
Yeah.
human finger.
Yeah,
Like, just
that
in
might
the-
have actually been like that might have been like the
Finger.
turn of the century when they had like little kids working the machines. You'd eat like your little fat fingers. Imagine eating your own fat sausage fingers. Yeah, that's what you're
That's
doing.
on a-
And
on
then
a
you
bun.
get like maybe a bone. It's like
Come on,
a
come
little
on,
crunch.
come on.
Maybe a fingernail or two.
This isn't
yeah,
fun.
wow.
You
That
eat a
sounds
fingernail?
nice.
Stop,
Look at
stop,
the fingernail.
stop.
That does sound
I
good.
actually
Wow.
will.
Yeah.
Fry it up.
I'm
a little
just from
relish.
this goddamn
Put a
award
little,
show.
little ketchup and mustard
Oh,
on there. You eat
no.
a human finger.
Onion, sprinkle of
Enough.
Oh yeah, onions and fingers.
Nice shirt, by the way.
Yeah, this shit's fire.
Wow,
This rundown
that
was brought to you by Robinhood. It's an investing app
Everyone
that lets
got
you
one but
buy
me.
and sell stock,
Fucking
options,
made the thing.
and crypto commission free. So while other brokers are going to charge up to $10 per trade, Robinhood is for free. You can trade and keep all the profits. There's no account minimum required, so you don't have to be a big baller. You can start doing this on small scales, and you can start at any level. You get a free stock like Apple, Ford, or Sprint to help you build your portfolio when you sign up at rundown.robinhood.com. Stealing from the rich, giving to the poor. That's what's up. Robinhood. That's the name. Rundown.robinhood.com.
Hell yeah.
Also, I know why we don't get invited to these things, because we were just like live tweeting the event and not being quiet about it. Like I mean, live tweeting verbally. Like everyone was like dead silent, and we're just like it was like Mercedes, fuck them, they suck.
You got fingers in your hot dogs.
Like Mike Tirico was giving a fucking
Mike Tirico.
monologue to start.
You're
it.
not.
We're
You're,
like,
you're a black dude.
Nope.
Shut the fuck up.
You're
Stop with that
Italian.
Italian shit. You're a liar.
You groped someone in the ESPN parking lot. I read the book, brother. I read the book.
Yeah, it's like, oh, now we know why people don't like us.
Yeah, I totally understood it. I was like,
And that was like, you know,
and we,
supposed
as
to
soon
be
as we
our-
lost, we were the second award of the night, so it was like 8:30 maybe.
It was like,
as
oh,
soon
we're
as
out.
we lost, we all left.
They fuck- just like a plate of like hot dogs.
Immediately, the whole
finger hot
table
dogs.
was just up and out. Fuck it.
That's the Barstool difference. And that was like, you guys were like the classy, you know, the respectable ones.
Oh,
You know,
by the way,
Dave wasn't
everyone's
there.
ugly. Crazy.
What do you mean?
Everyone's ugly.
Everyone's
Really?
ugly.
Yeah, they were hideous.
What,
Ugly
award show
crowd. Our
people
table
are?
was looking hot. Casey was there. We had a good,
ugly
we had a
crowd.
good table.
All right.
And it was everyone there was fucking
Barstool. We're
gross.
sexy and we're unruly.
Hell yeah, we don't put fingers in our hot dog.
That's the rundown.